Now we're going to go ahead and do the third activity. I want you to have a pen ready and paper. Those are the only two things you're going to need. And if you don't have a pen or a black marker or a Sharpie, you can just use a pencil as well. It really doesn't matter. It's entirely up to you. Okay, let's begin the tutorial. All right, let's begin our third activity. We're going to be creating a mandala using pen and paper. Alright, before we begin creating mandala, we should establish some symbols that we think that we are going to use. So for me, I started to kind of lay out some patterns that I thought that I would use in my overall design. In the beginning, you can see there are like little wiggly lines, and each one represents something. Like, for example, the first one is short petals, the longer loops are long petals, the little circles with dots in the center are drops. So you can just kind of create your own diagram on what you think you would like to use in your overall design. Now that we have some of our symbols laid out, let's go ahead and start designing our idea. First, as you can see, I started off with a circle, and then from there I added some vertical and horizontal lines around the circle, and then kind of started to just build out that way. I incorporated some petals around the second circle, and from there just started to kind of embellish the petals with a little dot in the center of each one. Don't be afraid to kind of explore different ideas and different shapes as you kind of create your mandala. Just remember that you just have to keep it in a circular shape. Also, if you make a mistake, just think about how you can fix that mistake, because if you're using pen, obviously you can't erase with a pen. So what I've done is, you'll see as I start making the larger petals, I made like a mistake in how I wanted the shape to look. So what I did was I created a thicker stroke around the petal, so that it looked like it was intentional. And sometimes your best pieces come from mistakes. So embrace your mistakes, you know, and look at it as not necessarily a mistake, but an opportunity to look at your work in a different way, or to continue to create your work in a different way. So enjoy the process, you know, enjoy exploring different ideas, and worst case scenario, if you don't like it, you can always start all over again. So we're coming to an end, but I wanted to just say before I go that what I enjoyed about this project was that I had no idea what was going to come from my design, because all I had were the symbols that I started off with. And when I allowed myself to just kind of go with how I'm feeling in terms of how I want it to look, something beautiful came from it. So I hope that you really enjoyed this tutorial, or this demonstration, and I'd like for you to go ahead and just kind of create your own mandala. Like always, it was fun creating art with you. What I'd like you to do next is, once you're done creating your mandalas, take a picture of it and post it on your IG, your Instagram, if you have an Instagram, with the hashtag AF Visual Arts, or you can email it to me at nadejtessono@achievementfirst.org. I will put the information in the description box below. Alright, well, it was like I said before, it was fun, and I can't wait to do the next art lesson with you. Bye!